RSUs are a really, really nice tool. Yeah, in a way, it's kind of a bonus, but it's more attached to the company's performance. Usually, there's something called vesting. So the longer you stay in the company, you get granted shares or the ability to buy shares at a discount to the market, depending on the program of the company. On these vesting days, you basically receive shares. Usually, the exchange or the platform which you're issued these shares already take away the taxes, because RSUs are taxed income tax on vesting day, and usually you receive the shares minus that. So just to be aware also, like what sort of is written on the program or on the paper, you will receive it after tax usually. Then what you can do after you receive the shares, you can decide to keep them or you can decide to sell them. These are lots of different strategies that you can do. Like generally depends on your life goals, but in terms of us for financial planners, you are already taking a risk on the success of your company just by having a salary with them. So by having a salary and then holding on to a lot of stock from that single company is taking a lot of risk on one company. And we really would, think about, like, if you really want to have that much risk on one company, we generally would more lean towards selling it and diversifying it, as in investing it in ETFs. There's lots of different strategies to do that. It gets complicated. If you want to talk about it in more detail, book a call. We'll go through your individual situation. Other things with RSUs to be aware of, there's also blackout periods or lockup periods. So when companies in general do earnings releases quarterly, they have a big one annually, before they're going to do a big equity issuance, even not an IPO because it's publicly listed, but like issuing more shares or issuing, or maybe sometimes there's like M&A activity. They do like this lockup period, which means you can't actually sell your shares for someone working in the company. It gets more extreme if you're management in that company because you have insider information. These rules are very strict. It's not possible. If you trade in that time period, you go to prison. It's insider trading. So you need to really be aware of those periods also when you receive your equity so that you can make sure that you can sell them. That's RSUs. Again, there's a lot more to it. We can go into it in more detail based on your individual situation. Just quickly on ESOP and VSOP, there's lots of different ways that they're done, but these are more for startups usually or growth companies. As I said, they can have a lot of upside, but there's also a lot of complications that can happen there. Taxation can be also quite weird. That's why in Germany, most do this virtual stock option program, which is not actually a financial instrument. It's a company policy, which means the company can actually change it. So there's a lot of weird stuff that can generally happen with them. But yes, they can give a lot of upside, but definitely from a financial planning perspective, if you're looking at actually achieving like life goals, it's really hard to plan for them. They're sort of more like a moonshot thing. Like if they happen, great. If not, then really don't take them into account.